Welcome back to the Berg Podcast. Thanks for joining me today. With me today is Ford.
Hey, how's it going?
And Dan.
Hey, everybody.
And we are talking about company events, and most specifically, our Corn Maze event, right?
Next one upcoming, so we figured it's time to get it out there so people can hopefully put it on their calendars and join us for the evening.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's October 5th. Right?
Yeah, October 5th.
October 5th is Corn Maze.
It
That's
is.
the event. So, I mean, I like it as one of our events. I mean, we alternate with doing different things. Corn Maze is one that I really do like. It lets, the families and the guys get out there and see people and give something for the kids to do. I thought it was neat. We, assuming we'll do it again. We haven't, hammered out all the plans, but we put a machine there last time or two, let the kids climb in and out of it, sort of see it. I thought it was neat. It's a neat event. I'm happy with it.
So we try and do some type of quarterly event, and we haven't done the Corn Maze for a couple of years, right? Since
4 years, 3 years? It's been a minute.
Yeah, I was thinking 19. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, lost track of time.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna say before the COVID.
It was a different time.
It was in a different time. Yeah, when things were simpler. So.
We're not going off the rails again, Brian.
It's too early.
We're here to talk about the Corn Maze.
We're talking about the Corn Maze.
Yes.
But it was a fan favorite for sure. So when people talk about the things that we do from time to time, give our teams, plural, an opportunity to get together, bring their families. The Corn Maze, for those who have been around for a while, it does come up. People like that one. Yeah, and it's a little different because a lot of times we do these events, like we go to the Reading Phillies, and you're kind of like, you're there, but there's something else happening, right? But the Corn Maze, or a hockey game, we tried to do a hockey game one year, and I think that was canceled because of COVID.
I think that was canceled.
That's right.
And we've done, Hershey, we've done Dorney.
Yep, Hershey, Dorney. But the Corn Maze is fun because everyone's kind of in the same general area. There's plenty of room to socialize, but there's also other cool little things like happening there with the Corn Maze itself. But there's a cornhole.
Yeah, there's the potato shooting,
the
thing.
Potato cannon. There's the pumpkin carving.
Yeah, pumpkin carving. Don't forget the pedal car track.
The pedal car track.
Special Projects putting in some good work on the reconstructed pedal car track.
Available for the first time ever.
If you find the pedal car track unlevel or unappealing or makes you unhappy, you want to check with Scott Gardner.
Well, it's intentional. You don't want
too smooth.
Oh,
it's got to be pedal car.
That, well, that would just be a good excuse if I graded it.
Okay.
Like if I was the one that graded it, I would say, oh, well, we were trying to make it
moguls in there.
Yeah, put some moguls in there.
A little BMX track.
Yeah. But the driver behind doing these events is, I think, in part because we work in a place where everyone's spread apart, right? Most of our teams don't work inside the building, so this is sort of that opportunity. And we don't always get to invite the whole family. Not every event is designed for the whole family, but this one is everybody.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing was from the last time that we did it is that at first, like when we were planning it, I kind of was like, this is too boring, right? Like I grew up there. I worked at the Corn Maze, didn't. Yeah, that was another one of my jobs 4 years ago.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. No.
I think one of my brothers
Luke
did, and my
worked there
sister,
as well.
and my sister.
Okay.
I think then if Luke did, then we all did at some point. We worked for Ernie Mass at the farm.
Yeah.
And so, being around it's kind of like people coming out here to see the Amish. You're like, okay, great. Like I see them, they're in my way half the time on the road. That's about the extent of it. But it was neat because there wasn't any loud noises. There wasn't something else going on. So you could just kind of have conversations with people, maybe see someone you haven't seen in a while or see a team member that's, working somewhere else. So it just kind of was a great thing. And then I think there was kids, there was grandkids. Like there was a great thing for, younger kids to enjoy, and they could do as much or as little as they wanted to, which is the nice part. It wasn't like, oh, you have to go do all this stuff. It was like, hey, if you just want to go play in the sand pit with the kids, cool. If you want to go through the Corn Maze, it's just kind of more of a
when I even feel
thing.
like some of the people they just came and they,
had
dinner. You know what I mean? Just sat outside and hopefully the weather's nice and had dinner and saw some people they work with and got to introduce them to their spouse or their, significant other. And And it was just that, so it was very pliable. It led to a lot of different things.
Yeah. And that's what I was just going to say the same thing. It really, it's like accessible for every person, right? Some of the other events we do don't have that broad appeal at times. Like the amusement parks is fun. I mean, that's a good time. Especially people with like youngish kids really enjoy that one. But
Erin always struggles with that one. Quite honestly, she'd be fine with the amusement park. It's the water park that gets her.
Oh,
I'm going to say it here, and then I can get credit for it. Erin has officially asked that we not have any events that involve her being in a bathing suit while meeting my coworkers.
Oh, all right. Well, on record.
On record.
Duly noted.
Duly noted. I will abstain from any votes because I'm certainly not going to mess us up from being able to go to a water park because I love water parks. But I have made the comment and will abstain from the vote, thereby guaranteeing victory.
All right. That's it. And
meeting the qualification of my wife to say, please don't put her in a bathing suit in front of everyone.
Yeah.
So.
Nice way. Publicly noted.
Yeah.
All of our listeners.
I would be more concerned if I was her that I would be in a bathing suit in front of people.
That's right.
Maybe she was just trying to be polite. I don't know.
Maybe.
It was actually to save you.
It was to save me, and I missed it.
Dang.
All right. Sometimes you got to read through the.
That's what happens if Ford. He sees things we don't see sometimes. He's a visionary. He saw right through that.
He saw through it.
Yeah.
He knew it was a veiled attempt to hide you.
I'm going to let him take credit for that on that one, but this happens to him all the time. Tamara saying things and he just didn't see it. You're too close to the situation.
Too close to the situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so that's even back to this corn maze. I was too close to the situation. To me, it didn't have that. Right. And then the feedback was so much more positive than I had expected it to be because it doesn't have fireworks and crazy things. It's just more calm and relaxed, and it allowed people to do things together. Right. So that's why we wanted to look back to it.
Yeah, the space is the what's happening, which is really cool, I think. Because at the baseball game's fun. We use the outfield section there. We get the barbecue, but the baseball game is the thing that's happening. So the camaraderie and the people chatting, it's sort of like a side event to the baseball game. And you go to the amusement park, fun, lots of entertainment. But the amusement park is the thing that's happening. Right. So here, it's the thing, right? The space is the thing happening. And while there's stuff to do there, the main attraction, I think, in a lot of ways, is the people. Us being in the same area, socializing with people that we don't often get to spend a ton of time with outside of work. And enjoying an evening, and it doesn't take all night. We meet around dinner time. We have dinner. There's a couple little contests and things like that. Try and get people involved and engaged, and then we wrap it up.
You know what else I think really adds to it is while the other things are not the thing, it is a really good outlet for those of us with kids. So you can sit there and have a conversation. With somebody, you know what I mean? Like for me, Erin and I could sit there and talk to you and Allie, and we don't need to know where the girls are. You know what I mean? Like they're in the corn maze, or they're, climbing on the equipment, or they're somewhere
in the hay tunnel.
Playing in the hay tunnel. Yeah, they do the zip line thing. I mean, they're somewhere shooting a potato gun, whatever, but they're able to keep themselves busy in a safe environment where, people can get together. So I think it's also good for that group of our people, you know what I mean? That have younger kids, that not just for the kids, but also for them to be able to interact with people they work with and their spouses without having to figure it out. Like the baseball game, not only do you have the baseball game going on, but you're sort of trying to keep an eye on your kid and make sure that, they're nearby, where they are, they didn't take off on you.
The baseball game also has the pool. So that probably is not, Erin's probably not.
She was better now that she didn't have to be in the pool.
All right, I'm going to get in trouble now too for talking about your wife.
I thought the baseball game, the thing that always gets my memory is I caught a ball that ricocheted off, like they hit a home run, but in batting practice, and it came off like the scoreboard behind us, and I caught it right over top of Justin's son, and I handed him the ball, and I thought like this should be like the coolest thing ever, and Justin said, "Yeah, but that wasn't a home run; it was batting practice." I was like, "What?" Come on now, Justin. Man. Not only did I save your kid from being hit by a ball, but I caught it.
You caught it.
And I gave it to your kid.
You gave him the ball.
Sammy probably would have had 4 or 5 of them because he goes there with his grandfather a lot.
Yeah, he does go there a lot.
The other thing we were able to do last time at the corn maze was we actually were able to raise some product for the local.
Yeah, we collected food.
For the food bank.
Food bank. Yeah, and really, hoping we can work with something like that again because it's nice to give back a little bit to the community.
Find a local partnership. Yeah. Raise some awareness. Absolutely.
Surprising how big a track hoe bucket is when you're trying to fill it with food.
With dry
canned
goods.
With dried canned goods. That's what I remembered from that at the end of that was was so much food, but it looked like so little in the presentation, the optics. When we talk about optics, you expected to see like the cup runneth over. You know what I mean? Like just food spilling just out of the bucket. But there was a lot of donations, but it was a big bucket. Yeah. So maybe if we're going to do that for it, I'll put a smaller bucket on the front of that track.
We need a mini, maybe.
No, we could still use a big one, but maybe like a 24-inch bucket. You know what I mean? Don't bring out the 42 or the 54-inch bucket, the 60-inch. Leave them home.
Yeah. And it's easy accessible. The site's easy accessible, so people can come and go as they need to.
It's close to the office, which is generally centrally located from kind of where our folks live and our
and last time, I don't know if we're going to do it again, but last time some people brought out their like classic cars or something like that. Right. So it allowed some other members that might not have, I still remember, I still think about one of the team members, like you're saying about getting to see a little different side of him. I remember going up to him and he had a T-shirt on with the band, and I didn't realize he was a heavy rocker. Mm-hmm. And like we just got to have a little conversation because I think he had on like
You told me this, I don't remember though.
Yeah, it was Scott, and he had some like Nirvana or something shirt on, and I just was like, I was asking about his shirt, and we like had a conversation.
Scott is into some pretty. I think Scott's into pretty heavy music. Actually,
yeah, Nirvana's not heavy.
No, he's not. I'm saying he's more like Brian.
Like, whoa, come on now.
No, when Brian's doing payroll and trying to get aggravated over there, and he turns up his angry music. He's got like Gwar on.
I don't listen to Gwar, but I understand where you're trying to go.
It would be on Octane, on Sirius Octane. Can we go with that?
There we go.
I don't know.
Come on, you'd listen to Sirius Octane.
I've never listened to Sirius Octane.
Well, you check it out. It could be your new station.
Could be. All right.
That's the right one. But it was like, that was just like a little glimpse of something that you got to see that during the day, where their safety gear on and all that stuff, you just don't get to see those little glimpses of people. And it was just a nice, little thing that these type of events allow for, to kind of get a little different perspective on somebody than just what you see them in their boots and their, safety gear.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we're going to, we'll try and get that together. Get a few things.
More details to come.
More details to come. If you have a like Ford said, a hot rod or a car that you redid or anything else and you want to bring it, that is something we did before. It's not required, but if you want to, it's even a lot of the guys will, you want to bring your Harley or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's just a chance for people to see who you are outside of sitting in a truck or a track hoe or a dozer, whatever you do.
Yeah.
Brian can bring his motorcycle.
We'll get, I'll bring the scooter out.
You don't want to do that. Tom will never let you live it down. You know what I remember about the Corn Maze? First time I ever went there, I went there with Ford and his family. Mm-hmm. And Carol doesn't listen to the podcast, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that we're aware of. So, and we went, and Luke met us there, and Luke, similar to Ford, worked at the Corn Maze, and Luke didn't feel like walking through the Corn Maze. And Carol wanted to walk through the Corn Maze. You remember this? And so Luke told Carol that we shouldn't go in the Corn Maze because Erin didn't like bugs.
Oh.
And so for about 4 years, Erin was judged by Carol because she won't even walk in the Corn Maze because she doesn't like bugs. And finally I was like, I can't allow this to continue anymore. I was like, Carol, Luke said that because Luke didn't want to go in the Corn Maze with his kids. Erin has no problem with the Corn Maze. Luke didn't want to go. And she was like, oh. And then Erin was okay with Carol. Because before that,
in good graces.
Yeah, Erin was like a city slicker with shiny shoes, apparently, didn't like corn mazes and bugs.
Yeah.
That sounds like Luke, though, doesn't it? He's a salesman. He's always spinning.
He's trying to find his angle.
He's got his angle working.
Yeah. We'll have to get Tracy to get some details together, and I think we've got some save the dates and stuff like that already out. But I don't know. I shouldn't ask people. I mean, are we doing the hot rod thing? I should know that.
I mean, we didn't say we were, but Ford brought it up. I'm not against it. You know what I mean? It's certainly.
Tracy's going to be like, what did you guys sign me up for?
Tracy.
People start showing up in hot rods and Harleys. And
why don't we get Tracy to bring the race cars?
She could. Yeah, she could bring the race cars. Yeah. It'd be maybe an excuse to get Kel back in town.
Yeah, maybe you get our former employee back in town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no, I mean, as you said, it's the chance to see somebody in their environment. That's what really boiled down to. Well, either way, from the T-shirt to the car or the motorcycle or whatever someone's hobby is. I mean, it kind of helps.
We mostly know them for their quality of work and their reliability and them showing up and doing what we need for them to do, but we don't get to see that personal side. Yeah. Great point. So Corn Maze coming up. We're really excited. 5th. October 5th. And just another way that we like to get the team together and spend some quality time. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you again soon.